Hello, my name is Ruml, and I am a second-year communications major at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And this is my video presentation for my final portfolio project for Media Relations 1. The focus of this portfolio was helping out a nonprofit canine rescue from the high desert of Southern California called Last Call Canine Rescue. We have dealt with one of our permanent members of our family we acquired through this rescue, and during the course of this project we fostered 2 additional dogs which we were able to place into their forever homes, and it was just an overall good experience. We wanted to help them out in general. A portion of this, the important parts of this portfolio are 4 milestones. 3 of those are hard artifacts, and 1 is an ongoing ethereal kind of project. The first artifact is the news release. There was a news story right around the August time frame where there had been a fire up here, and there were a lot of dogs that, people couldn't find them before they evacuated. There were dogs that were just left. There were just dogs that were already wild, and there were dozens of them that were found. And Last Call Canine jumped right in, and they went after the hard ones, the ones that were injured, the ones that needed medical help. They jumped in on those, and that was what the news story was about. I mainly used the news story as a jumping off point to cover more of the ends of what's required from getting one of these injured dogs to getting it healthy, to at least getting it into a foster home. And it was short, brief, and then in the end I finished off with how the Last Call Canine Rescue can be contacted if you have time, beds, money, or happen to be a veterinarian to donate for the cause. The next artifact, it's a hard artifact, and it was a brochure, just a trifold, 2-sided trifold brochure. We've all seen them. For this particular aspect, I developed a concept that what Kelly really needed were heroes. Heroes do all kinds of things. They help transport animals from the meeting point to the adoption events. They donate time, money, effort, homes, beds, dog food, just everyday hero stuff. Not, no cape required. And I highlighted one of the animals from the fire period of time who had its tumor removed, extensive surgery. It cost about $5,000, and kind of pleaded to the public that, hey, if you got some spare money, feel free to donate it here as well. This was not used, but that was because the head of the agency, Kelly Reed, who runs it from her home. It's a large group of volunteers. Everything is donated and volunteered. So the money to produce the brochures has not been there yet. She's more than willing to use it, but so there's lots of bills that money needs to go towards when it comes in first. The next milestone I'm going to cover is less of an artifact. It's more of an ethereal, elusive, hard for me to measure aspect, and it's a social media campaign. My social media campaign wasn't well focused. That's my own fault. I mainly posted pictures of dogs that were available for adoption, a couple of other events surrounding the rescue, to an Instagram account that I created for the class, and I then linked all of those posts to a Twitter account created and a Tumblr account created for this class, all of which have as many tags as we could fit on there to try and get the biggest reach. And initially it does appear that there was some looking, but I did not follow up and maintain, and so this was not as effective as it could have been, and I learned from it. The last of these milestone artifacts is the public service announcement that I created. This was a 60-second video. It was continued with the heroes don't need capes theme, and we just focused on what the layperson could do to help out these dogs that are just looking to be loved and a little bit of stability in their life. So let's watch the video.
Every day, tens of thousands of us dogs escape certain death in public shelters by the actions of the great group of people that we like to call the rescuers. Sometimes these rescuers, they find us on the street or roaming in the wilderness, but no matter where it is that they find us, they take us in and they help us get better. Sometimes these rescuers put silly hats on us, but mostly they just love us and prepare us for our forever families. We're often malnourished and need medical procedures to get us ready for our permanent new homes. Rescuers are always looking for heroes. Heroes are people just like you. They've got a place for a puppy to stay, or have food or money that they can donate to help a puppy get back on its feet. If you're ready to be a hero, the Last Call Canine Rescue Project is a great place for heroics.
Okay, so as you can see, the video was PowerPoint based. This was not intentional from the get-go. I initially had planned on going down to the adoption events at the Rancho Cucamonga PetSmart every Sunday, and getting lots of great video of people picking their forever friends, and it just did not work out as planned. Plenty of dogs were adopted, but the process wasn't easily filmed. The way that due to location, the way the animals were staged were not how I pictured it in my head, so I wasn't able to get hardly any video at all. I didn't consider it usable. And the still photos were hard to get because all the dogs were in these cages, or they were in people's arms that didn't necessarily want to be in pictures at this point. So I had to scrap that idea, and I came up with this PowerPoint-based plan, which had a little experience through classwork. I was able to create what I thought was a pretty good document with lots of animations and transitions that were effective. And I narrated over it, and then I merged a sound track behind that, and that's what you just saw. I'm pretty happy with it. That has not been used yet, as I've been waiting for basically this assignment before I start pushing that out there, because I don't want to accidentally be accused of plagiarism before it gets great, or after. Other than the challenges with the camera work, there were a few other challenges. I might have mentioned that this is a large, loose-knit organization of volunteers. It is run out of Kelly Reedy's home in Phelan, California. She's the founder, and but there's no like facility to go to. There was no this, and right off the bat, right in the beginning, all communication broke down beyond Facebook Messenger messages after an awful lot of these people got evacuated because of the fire that was discussed earlier. And it took a good 3-4 weeks before communication got back up where it ought to be. People had access to their computers as they were used to them, things like that. And it just kind of interrupted the flow of what was going on. I know I felt frustration and despair in the early stages of this project, and I was wondering what did I do? But in the end, once they got back on their feet and the communication started coming back, feedback, I was able to attend a couple of events. We did foster 2 dogs during the course of this assignment, and we placed both those into their forever homes. So that was pretty rewarding. And just in general, in the end, it turned out to be a good, positive event in my life, and I'm happy that I chose the agency I chose for this assignment. So thank you very much, and I hope you had as fun a time watching as I had making this. Bye.